Lubbock County has allocated all of its COVID relief funding from the federal government. $60 million of funds from the American Rescue Plan Act were appropriated for the county in 2021.
KCBD News Channel 11's Brittany Crittenden joined us in the studio with an overview of where that money has gone or will be spent.
Well, Karen and Abner, County Judge Curtis Parrish says when the ARPA program began, he was skeptical. He says he talked with Lubbock Congressman Jody Arrington, who told him even though he was against it, now that the money had been appropriated, every penny needed to stay here in Lubbock County. Parrish says he and his commissioners have fulfilled that wish, and ARPA funds are paying for several brick-and-mortar projects that will serve people here for years to come.
We've been very diverse as to how we're using this money.
Under the guidelines of the Treasury Department, Lubbock County identified different expense categories for ARPA funding. The first, public health. Nearly $2 million went to volunteer fire departments. $3.5 million is going to a new joint city-county health department. Another $3.5 million is going to a mental health diversion center, the Hope Center. Nearly $500,000 is going to a dialysis suite in the jail. $10 million is going to a new medical examiner's office. Parrish hopes county voters will foot the rest of that bill through a bond election in November.
State-of-the-art, one that we will be able to attract forensic pathologists, first-class forensic pathologists, to bring not only all of our autopsy services back to Lubbock, but to be able to now be a regional center where counties all over West Texas will be able to use the services of the Lubbock County Medical Examiner's Office.
$10 million in ARPA money also went to help small businesses, nonprofits, and the arts all hit hard by the pandemic. $1 million was given to Open Door, which provides services to people experiencing poverty, homelessness, and trafficking survivors across West Texas. LEDA got $5 million, which Parrish says was spent to bring Luprino Foods to Lubbock. The $1 billion cheese plant is set to bring hundreds of jobs and billions of revenue to our area.
Remember, there's going to be 250 milk trucks per day going into that Luprino plant. And so we want to make sure that the roads are adequate to handle that amount of truck traffic. So we allocated $5 million to the Luprino plant as far as the infrastructure of that.
Funds were allocated for parks in Precinct 2, an irrigation system in Precinct 4. $1 million was allocated for the FiberMax Discovery Center. Most recently, commissioners approved $7 million for repairs to the McMillan Dam at Buffalo Springs. Parrish says the Treasury Department requires periodic updates as to how all ARPA money is being spent.
It gives us an opportunity to make sure that the money that we spent or the money that we allocated is being used properly. So there are reportings that will be going on for the next 2-3 years.
Nearly $1 million went to administering ARPA grants, both through a third party and paying the county's in-house grant administrator for several years. More than $4 million also went to bonuses for county workers who kept the courthouse running during the pandemic. While all of those funds have now been allocated, the county has until 2026 to spend them. Karen?